Thank you again for joining me. We talk about empirical probability. Now, under this, it is another name for empirical is practical, experimental. So it's different from the first video I made on probability. That was just a kind of probability that you don't need uh, carry out any experiment before you can calculate. And this, though I wrote this formula for you in that video just to prepare your mind. So this is nature. This is the formula we follow when we solve under empirical probability. And under this, we are calculating the probability of E, which of course can be probability of anything. We're looking at the F of that. That is what I call the number of possible outcome. The F of E upon the summation of the F rather. That means the summation of what? Or everything. This is the required outcome. The whole space. Let's do something on our examples that we have on the board. If you have this, let's, with the formula that you now know, we can solve these questions. We solve this. The table below shows the result of a football tournament. Find probability that if a team is chosen at random, that is scored at most 5 goals. So let's take that as probability of E. At most 5 goals. What's the meaning of at most 5 goals? He can score less than that goal. The tournament, the team can score less than that goal, but the maximum score they should have is 5. That means this can be equal to this probability should be less or equal to 5. So we can have probability of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and maximum at most 5. That's interpretation. So if we are dealing with we are going to go to other aspect of probability, like the use of Bernoulli, where you will do some of these things using this similar approach. So you must be able to interpret these things. Now, since the number, okay, at most 5 goals, what is for 5 goals? This is number on the die, then the frequency, then which means 5 occurs what? So we need to calculate for 1. So here I can take this. I told you probability of E is equal to F of E. So here I can say also F of E should be less or equal to 5. So which means we have F of 1 plus F of, from the table we have 1 for 1, F of 2 plus F of 3 plus F of 4 plus F of 5. Everything upon the summation of F. So what will that give us? For 1, we have 3. 3 plus 5. 2 is 5. 3 is 4 plus 4. 4 is 2. And 5 is 6. Everything over summation of F. What summation of F? Everything here. 3 plus 5, 8, 12, 14, 20, 21, 29. So that becomes what? 3 plus 5, 8 plus 4, 12. plus this 14 plus this 20. We have 20. So we have 20 upon 29, which is our answer for question 1. Do you see how it's done? Let's go to example 2. If you can break this down, you simplify, but we can't simplify that. Then you have the height of some students are given below. That's solution 2. The height of some students are given below. What is the probability that the student chosen at random is not 8 meters tall? Now, note something. If the probability that something occurs, if the probability of, let's say we use E, just like I used the other time, is equal to, let's say, is equal to Z, then the probability that this will not occur, that is probability of E prime that will not occur will be 1 minus the probability that it will occur. It's 1 minus Z. You see that we will use the same approach to solve this question. Chosen at random is not 8 meters tall. So if that student is chosen at random, probability that is not going to be 8 meters tall, it means it is 1 minus probability that is going to be 8 meters tall, which implies you calculate for the probability that it will be 8 meters tall. So probability that will be 8 meters tall, that will be 4 upon the total, the sum of f. 9 plus 3, we have 12. And that can be equal to what? 1 upon 3. Isn't it? So the probability that it will not be 8 meters tall will be what? Equal to the 1 over 1 minus 1 upon 3, and that will be equal to what? 2 with 2 upon 3. Are we good to go? So that is the, so when you see similar question, you go with that. Now we'll go and consider some other, like the addition rule, multiplication rule, how it plays in probability. That will be the next video. Thank you for joining me.